Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Looney and we have a lot to go over after a long weekend. The market has finally opened and my account is down 0.5%, but I'm not sweating it. And in fact, I have seen some new opportunities open up. I'm going to break it all down in this video. But before we get into it, I want to do a quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join. And then I also offer a premium membership or premium perks, which include one-on-one coaching. I do trade callouts. I have an option selling course. I do giveaways and more. You can check it out. The links to that are in the description. First off, let's pull up Tesla. So Tesla dropped today after news broke out that Elon Musk was planning to start his own political party, and they have an account. I don't know if it's officially being run, but it is on X and it's known as the American Party. And overall investors are becoming weary and nervous because every time he tweets something, it seems to be political. And because of this, the stock has taken a bit of a shake. So it fell 6% market open. After hours, it is recovering 0.6%. And since Tesla's volatility carries over to TSLL, we've pulled that up, it is a leverage 2 times ETF trust for Tesla. I decided to jump in a cash secured put on TSL. Now I went very safe with this trade, or safe as I could go with a good reward. So at the time it was at 0.12 delta. It still is at that as we're going over this video right now. I'm only up $1 on the day. I opened it today, so we're not going to see much gain, but I am earning $29 and only putting $700 to earn that extra $29. And if I do succeed, meaning this position doesn't go below $7, I will make a 4% gain in just a month. So very good reward if things go through. Now I am aware that these sort of positions, these leverage positions, you don't want to be holding for too long. And this month strategy isn't a long-term strategy. So if I do get assigned at $7, I will sell a call at a higher strike price and then sell off my shares. But this is one of those plays that I give out to my Discord members and I let them know as soon as I do it, which I did today. And yeah, they're the first people to know of these sort of plays. And another play we're going to go over is a Mara sell put. Again, I give this to my premium members. And this one, along with a lot of my other stocks, have dipped. This one went down 5%. And I decided to sell another put. So I had the same logic here where I'm comfortable owning Mara. This is a more long-term position. And selling puts lets me collect that extra income. So I'm really just taking advantage of any sort of dip or opportunity. And I'm not oversizing. So I'm only doing one sell put on this. And if we click on it, I earned a $56 in premium. And I'm putting up $1,400 in cash collateral. So if it does drop below 14, I am forced to own the shares as long as I don't close it early. But if I get assigned, meaning on expiration it's below $14, I will get the shares at $14 a share, and which is actually good for my situation because my average cost is a bit high. It's at $16.42. So I'll acquire shares for a lot cheaper. So those are the 2 plays that I opened up today. But let's just go over some of my covered calls because these have been a big issue in my account as the stocks and the entire market has ran up. So let's just talk about Riot because Riot has dipped along with the other stocks. Mara as well has dipped, but it's given my covered calls some breathing room finally. You can see on the day I'm up $96 on this one. I'm going to have to roll this one. And again, this one is deep in the money and I'm trying to get it out of the money. And by doing that, I am rolling up and out 30 days and a few strike prices. So it's actually good that the stocks have dropped a little bit. It actually gives me some ability to manage these a little bit better and not have to pay as much and be, I guess, stressed out as much. I'm not really stressed by these positions, but it's a lot calmer when the stock is trading near the strike price. So I do have some space to let these calls play out, or just roll if needed, which I'll probably do. I'll decide to roll. But on the flip side, SOFI has not dropped. So on the day, it is up 3%. This stock just keeps ripping. It is running again. It is up to $19. And my covered calls are really an issue right now. And I'm going to have to roll them as well. And they expire in a few weeks. So hopefully I could roll these and I don't get assigned early, which I'm hoping I don't. The stock would really need to run up really a lot. It would need to go to like $40 for me to be truly concerned of being assigned early. But I'm going to have to roll them, and I'm not going to have to roll them for cheap. I'm going to have to roll them for a net debit and have to pay for it, but I'm willing to own these shares long term. So this one's a worst case scenario. Not a great scenario, but it is a manageable scenario nonetheless. So SOFI, great stock. It is running up 35% in just the past 3 months, 120%. My position is up 71%. And my options are obviously down $900 or $1,100. I do have one buy call, so this one's actually doing pretty well, up 44%. So some of these cover calls are in a lot better scenario. SOFI still going through that trend of upward trend, and we'll see where it ends up. I think we have earnings pretty soon. I think it's either August. No, it's right at the end of July. So hopefully we can see the stock pull back a little bit. It's kind of weird saying that, but I wouldn't mind if the stock did drop a little bit. Now let's just go over another trade that I opened up pretty recently, and that's Oscar. And I sold a put a couple of days ago or a week ago. And really it was because the stock dropped a ton. It dropped almost 15-20% in just one day. So I thought it was a great time to sell a put. And if it does drop to 15, that would mean it would have to drop another 20%. So massive movement for that to happen. So I sold a put, very safe trade, low delta, collecting $85. And today we are seeing some recovery. On the day, it is up 2%, and after hours up another 2%. So overall, good recovery, good support here. And if it does go to $15, again, I'm okay with owning these shares at 15. That's why I chose that strike price. But I'm just overall monitoring this and just being patient, because a couple of days ago, this was negative, and a beginner option seller would have probably thought to close this early and thought there was no way of this stock ever recovering. But that's the great thing with option selling, is you actually benefit from time. So just by waiting this out, luckily the stock did recover a little bit, but waiting it out, the option decayed, and now I am profitable. I'm up 14%. We'll see where this goes. I'm not in a rush to exit until I see more strength, and I'm up almost 80 or 90%. Then I'll decide to close it early if needed. And lastly is I still have cash on hand. You saw these trades that do require some pretty big capital. If you have a small account, you could still do these trades, but you do have to take into account that it is almost all of your portfolio if you only have 2,000, whereas I have 50,000, and not only that, 9,000 on cash, and that's by design. I'm not trying to go all in at these levels. The dip today was minor and a good opportunity, but if we do see a larger pullback, I am going to sell more puts and deploy more capital to my positions, my long-term positions, and overall create a strong, low-cost basis position. But it's all about just staying nimble, using puts on stocks that I like, and managing my covered calls smartly, and overall just keeping cash available for when real opportunities do hit. If we go to my options, I'm up $278. I'd be up a lot more if SOFI actually did dip a little bit, but it did not. But if you do want to see these sort of plays in real time, check out the Discord, and then the premium actually gives you access to these trade alerts. The links to that are in the description, and not only that, I do offer one-on-one coaching and giveaways and the option selling course and more. You can check it out. But hit that like if you stayed active even on a short week. Catch you in the next one. Peace.